Shalom, this is brother Amoth coming back with another video. And before we start the video off, I want to give all glory, all honor, all reverence, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rekah HaKadosh, double honors to apostles and elders and great millstone who rule well, prophet and teaching the truth. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the elect that scatter amongst the other nations, made like the speckled bird. Who is that speckled bird? Going back to the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And Esau being the so-called white man who is the wicked in Job 9:24. And I wanted to get into this video and title it about the Sabbath, how to keep it, how to tell when the Sabbath is about to come, and what our do's and don'ts of on the Sabbath. We're going to start off with Exodus 31:12. It says the sign of the Sabbath. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily my Sabbath ye shall keep, for it is the sign between me and you throughout your generation, that ye may know that I am Yahweh, that do sanctify you. Ye shall keep the Sabbath therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death, for whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from amongst his people. 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh is rest day, holy to Yahweh. Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath to observe the Sabbath throughout their generation, for perpetual covenant. And perpetual meaning forever. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. Now let's go into perpetual. When you go into perpetual, you can clearly see that it says long duration, antiquity, futurity, forever, ever, everlasting, evermore, perpetual, old, ancient world. And the Sabbath is going to last forever and ever till a time to comes, never being broken, none of that, because it is perpetual, and this is something that the Most High has given to us, which he created, he created heaven and earth on 6 days, and then on the seventh, he rested. And we can go and get that in Genesis 2:1-3, and it says the creation of man and woman. But we're going to get it in the first through the third. It says, Thus the heaven and earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day, the Elohims ended his work which he had made, and rested on the seventh day from all his work which he made. And the Elohim blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which the powers created and made. And when you go into God, a lot of people think that it was just the Most High that created heaven and earth, which was the Elohims, which through Yahweh he gave them the blueprints to go out and to create the heaven and earth and everything that's good underneath and in it, and through the universe. And also, and when you look into powers, it says Elohim, it says ruler, judges, divine ones, angels, gods. So those were the people that those were the Elohims and the Most High that created the earth. And we're gonna go into Genesis 1:14-15, because I wanted to get this stuff before I go further into the lesson. And the power said, Let there be light in the firmament of the heaven, divide the day from night, and let them be signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years. And let them be for light in the firmament of the heavens that give light upon the earth. And it was so. And these is talking about the sun and the earth. The sun and the moon that we see in the sky today. But we're gonna go back to Genesis 2 and 3, because I wanted to say this. The Elohim, they didn't create it in one day, because one day to us is different to them. It's different to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai and all the angels and angels that's up in the heavens. And we're gonna get that in 2 Peter 3:8. This is 2 Peter 3:8. He said, But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with Yahweh by Shem Yahshai as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. So you can clearly see, to them times work differently on a different type of level. To us a day just means, 24 hours, sundown to sunrise. But, to them, one day is 1,000 years, which is very long. So you can understand why, they rested on that day. And this goes into, why the Sabbath came about, how the Sabbath came about. We're going to go to Leviticus 23 and 32. And it says, "It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your soul in the 9th day of the month at even, from even unto even shall ye celebrate your Sabbath." And when you go into month, you can look at it after we just came back from Genesis 1:14 to 15. You can see that it says the new moon, monthly, the first day of the month, the lunar moon. And, the Israelites, they didn't have a calendar back in the day. So that's why the Most High created the moon, so they could have time, so they could dictate what the day is, and stuff like that, so on and so forth. And when you go and look into how we keep it, from even unto even, as it says. So, like Sabbath is Monday to Tuesday, our following Sabbath that's coming up. So on Monday, when it's from sundown, when the sun goes down on that Monday, and then that sundown goes on Tuesday, the next day, that's one day. And then so on and so forth. That's how you're supposed to keep it. And then throughout the time of sundown, from sundown to sundown, from even to even, it should land back on Monday and Tuesday. And you can go to Isaiah 66 and 23 to get more on that. And it says, "It should come to pass that one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, said Yahweh." And you can clearly see it right there. And we're going to go to Sirach. It says, "From the moon, it's a sign of feast, a light that decreases in her perfection. The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changes, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of the heaven, and the beauties of the heaven, and the glory of the stars, and the ornament giving light into the highest place of Yahweh." And, when you come into the new moon, the new moon is what is called, you can't see the new moon. It's like I forgot what it's called, the dark moon. I think that's what they call it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you'll have a dark moon, and that's what the new moon is, and it means the new month. But when it's at its perfection is when it's at the full moon. And, from keeping up the Sabbath, you'll see that when it's at its fullest, you'll see that it's 2 weeks in, and it decreases after that. And you can slowly see the what it is. Oh man, you can slowly see that it's decreasing in light, when it comes into the new moon, and that's how it represents the new month. And then we're gonna go to Isaiah 58 and 13. And this is keeping the Sabbath. We're going to go into how we're supposed to keep it and make sure, it's be holy and not defile it. It says, "If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, and the holy of Yahweh honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thy own ways, nor finding thy own pleasures, nor speaking thy own words, then shalt thou delight thyself in Yahweh, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of Yahweh has spoken." And when you go into like your own pleasures, like playing games, watching TV, doing any activity that you feel that you got pleasures in, you're not supposed to do that. Even having sex. Sex is you should never have sex on the Sabbath, because you're defiling yourself with that woman, because if you have sex with that woman, you're unclean until even, so you want to be, clean and holy on that day for Yahweh. And we can go to Exodus 16, 4 and 5. And this is what we're supposed to do to prepare ourselves for the Sabbath. And it says, this is Exodus 16 and 4. Then said Yahweh unto Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them, whether they will walk in my law or no. And it shall come to pass on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather it. And you might ask why? Because when it comes to the Sabbath, we're supposed to prep and get all our food and stuff ready, and cook a day before, so whenever it comes to the Sabbath, we have something to eat and be prepared. Because we can't kindle no fire on the Sabbath, and we can get that in 35 and 3. It says, you shall kindle no fire throughout the habitation upon the Sabbath of the earth. So this is why they's doing those things, to collect and gather up that bread. And we're going to go back to Exodus 16, and this time we're going to go to verse 22, when the Sabbath came after they had gathered up their bread. And it says, and it came to pass on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for one man, and all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. And he said unto them, this is which Yahweh has said, tomorrow is rest of the holy Sabbath unto Yahweh. Bake that which you will bake today, and seek that you will seek, and that which remaineth overlay up you, Salakia, and that which remaineth overlay up for you to keep until the morning. And we're going to read on down. We're going to read on down to 26. And it says, and they laid it up to the morning, and as Moses bade, it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein. Because the Most High made it to where, they manna. Because back in the day they had manna, and it would, go bad real quick. So the Most High made it to where it wasn't stinking, it wouldn't have worms, so it wouldn't go bad for them to keep the Sabbath day holy. So the Most High did it for them. And Moses said, eat that today, for today is the Sabbath day unto Yahweh, that ye shall not find in the field. 6th day ye shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is Sabbath, in there shall be none. So I'm gonna read on down some more for more context. And it came to pass that there went out some people the 7th day to gather, and they found none. And Yahweh said unto Moses, How long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws? See, for Yahweh has given you Sabbath, therefore he giveth you 6 day the bread of 2 days. Abide ye every man in his place, let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. So the people rested on the 7th day. And you can see how stiff-necked and the people was when Yahweh gave them Moses and Yahweh had commanded them, you're not supposed to do these things on this day. But they still went out and did these things because they were so stiff-necked and hard-headed people. Jake don't want to listen. They always want to go off and do what they want to do, thinking that it's right, but it's actually wrong. And this is why we have these laws, statutes, and commandments, to keep us in line and check, so we don't go off and do these things that would get us killed. Because sin is transgression of the law, and the wages of sin is death. This is all equal out. This is all righteous. This is all just, and this is all stuff to help balance us out to do better. We will go to Nahum Nehemiah 10 and 31. And it says that the people of the land bring ware and any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it off them on the Sabbath or on the holy day, that we would leave the 7 year and exaction of every debt. So on the Sabbath we're not supposed to go out and buy anything. Like, we're not supposed to go out and just buy stuff and this and that, because as you can see right there, it's the Sabbath day. It's the day that we're supposed to just rest. Rest, do what we got to do. Read up on the Bible. Worship Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Pray. Sleep, rest. Maybe listen. Watch the brothers' videos. Watch the elders. Just make sure you just keep it holy. You're not supposed to do all these things because, you don't want to defile the Sabbath day. And I want to go into Numbers 15 and 32 to show you what will happen, if you do any work on that Sabbath day. We're going to go to Numbers 32, and we're going to read down. We're going to read all the way down to 41, so we get the full context. And it says, Sabbath breaking punished. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. And they found him gathering sticks, and brought him unto Moses and Aaron unto the congregation, and they put him in the ward, because it was not declared that it should be done to him. And Yahweh said unto Moses, that man shall surely be put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with the stones without the camp. And the congregation brought him out of the camp and stoned him with the stones, and he died. And Yahweh commanded Moses, and Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, bid them that they make them fringes in the border of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put it upon the fringes of the borders of the ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for fringes, for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember the commandments of Yahweh, and do them, that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye use to go a whoring, that ye may remember and do all commandments, and be holy unto your power. I am Yahweh your power, which brought you forth of the land of Egypt to be your power. I am Yahweh your power. As clearly you can see, Yahweh making it known that he is the only power and the only man that you're supposed to worship. But we can also see that, in doing these things, breaking these commandments, breaking the holy Sabbath day, you will be put to death for this stuff. And Yahweh don't play about, about not keeping his day holy and not keeping a holy Sabbath day. It says, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make fringes in the borders of their garment throughout their generations, that they put upon the fringes of the borders and the ribbon of blue. And the reason why is because, let's say the Israelites, was back in the day, they was to go pick up or try to do anything, they will see the fringes on their garments. This will help prevent them from breaking these laws. Like I said, this is why we need, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai to bring righteousness and bring order back into this world, which everything is out of order, and you're just sitting in this rulership with the wicked. And we'll go to Deuteronomy 28:48. This is the reason why, we can't really keep the law to our best abilities. We're going to read from Deuteronomy 28 to 47 to 48. It said, Because thou hast served not Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and thirst and nakedness and in wanting of all things. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until ye had destroyed thee. So you can clearly see, and this is talking about slavery. And this is one of the curses that that was put upon us, and we still under right now, until Yahweh Shai comes back through Yahweh Bashem Yahshai to come and destroy this world, and set it back in line into bringing that new covenant. And when you go into the yoke of iron upon that neck, let's see what it says. Yoke of iron, a yoke. Salakia, hold on. But the yoke of iron is like let me go look it up. Yeah, this is what the yoke of iron is. This is what they used to put on us back in the day when we was during slavery. They used to put this on us and have us in the field, doing all this wicked shit to us. Even though we don't have it upon our neck now, we still under this rulership. We still got that yoke of iron upon our neck. We still, can't do what we want. We still under captivity, and that's the reason why we need Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. But we're going to go to Romans 3:23 to show why we have that mercy and grace. This is Romans 3:23. We're going to read all down to 31. And we're going to close it after this. And it says, for all has sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High, being justified freely by his grace through the redemption of Hamashiach Yahushai, whom Most High has sent forth to be a appropriation through faith in his blood, to declare his rights and righteousness through the remission of sins that are passed through the forbearance of the Most High, to declare, I say at this time, his righteousness, that he may be just and justifier of him which believe in Yahushai. And that's the reason why we have this grace and through Yahushai, because we can't go to the Heavenly Father without going through Yahushai. And through him, for him being sent by the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and for him going and doing that walk of faith and bearing that cross and sacrificing his life for us, for our sins and our forgiveness of sins and for repentance, that's why, we needed him. Because if we didn't have him, we all would be dead. We wouldn't be able to keep these commandments because, like I said, this world that we live in. But we're supposed to keep it to the best of our abilities. You can read down from 27. It says, where is boasting then? It is excluded. By what law of works? Nay, but by the law of faith. Therefore, we conclude that a man is justified by faith without deed of the law. And it says, is the Most High of the Jews only? Is he not also of the Gentiles? Yes, of the Gentiles also, seeing is one of the Most High, which shall justify the circumcision by faith and uncircumcision through faith. Do we then make void of the law through faith? The Most High forbid. Yea, we establish the law. And a lot of people think that, they'll be saved just by doing, keeping the commandments. And, they think they'll be delivered or saved through that. No, because without faith, what I'm saying is, you won't be saved. So that's why we have to have faith. We have to put in our trust in everything that we have, that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to come and deliver us and save us, and have faith in him, that everything that he's doing and being prophesied is coming to pass, that it's going to come. We got to have faith in him. And doing on works alone is not going to save you, but through faith and works will we be saved. As it says, do we make void the law through the faith? The Most High forbid. Yea, we establish the law. Right. And a lot of people think that the law is done away with, which the law was never done away with. The Most High never changed. And we could go get that in Malachi 3 and 6, and end it off there. This is Malachi 3 and 6. It said, "For I am Yahweh, I change not, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed." You can clearly see, that he don't change not. And the sons of Jacob are not consumed. The Israelites, we would not be consumed. We would not be be sent to our destruction. The Most High will come back and save us through Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, which Yahweh Shai adopted us back into the covenant, through his sacrifice. So that's why we always should be grateful and keep the laws and statutes to our best of the ability and have faith in them and be blessed. That he did that thing for us. He sacrificed his life for us. But that's all I have. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. And with that, I'm going to say shalom. And before I log off, I want to say giving all glory, all honor, all praises to Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahushai, B'Hashem, Rekah HaKadosh, double honors to the apostles and elders and great millstone who grew well, prophet and teaching this truth. Peace, blessing, and salutation to elect that's out there, doing the works and keeping in faith. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.